Everyone, it's Ben Hardy, and in today's video, we're going to be comparing a 2021 GMC 1500 with the Duramax to a 2021 GMC 3500 with the Duramax to answer the question of which Duramax should you purchase. So first and foremost, a huge shout out and thank you to National GMC for giving me some time with both of the trucks. Check out their inventory in the link below. Let's get straight into the video. Let's go into the hoods of both the trucks. Starting over here with the 3500 Denali, we have a 6.6 liter V8 diesel engine that goes through a 10-speed automatic transmission. It's also known as the Duramax. Power outputs are 445 horsepower and then 910 pound-feet of torque. There's no fuel economy rating from the EPA. Coming over here to the 1500 series, we have a 3-liter inline-6 diesel engine that also goes through a 10-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy is 22 around town and then 26 on the highway, with power outputs being 277 horsepower and then 460 pound-feet of torque. So you got like the baby Duramax, and then you have like the Papa Duramax. Let's go over the front ends of both the trucks. Coming over here to, again, we're going to call this the Papa Duramax. You have this giant hood vent here at the top, which just looks really cool and aggressive. Massive, imposing front end grille covered in chrome. And then you've got the full LED lights, fog lights just down below, and you've got parking sensors all along the front with tow hooks as well. But yeah, just massive, imposing front end. And then coming over here to the 1500, it's pretty much the same story, right? You've got the little vent there, you've got the chrome grille, you've got the lights, fog lights down below, parking sensors in the front, and the chrome tow hooks. It's just like smaller. So again, we got the baby Duramax and then we got the Papa Duramax. Now let's go over the tire and wheel setup of each of the trucks. So we've got 275mm tires over here on the 3500. On the 1500, we've got 275mm tires, but we've got 20-inch wheels and then 22s over on the 1500. And then just notice the difference with the tires. So over here on the heavy-duty truck, they've got tires that are a little bit more aggressive. These are going to be better on the off-road and in the snow. And then here's a quick look at the front suspension and shocks there. And then coming over to the 1500, these are going to be a little bit better on street compared to what the 3500 has. And then there's a quick look at the front suspension on that. And then also you've got the Denali badge right here, Denali HD badge, and then you've got the Duramax badge over here on the heavy duty, but then you still get a Duramax badge over here. Obviously just looks a little bit different. And then yeah, you do have the little Allison badges there for the transmission as well. These both have the same mirrors because they both got like the trailer tow mirror group. And then this one, notice the running boards actually pop out, which you guys will see later when I open the door, whereas this one has fixed running boards over on the heavy duty. And then notice the step there on the side versus no step there on the side. And let's head to the back. Let's go over the beds of both of the trucks, starting over here with the 1500s series truck. Notice that you get this little grab handle right here. You've got LED lights, and then you do get a full power outlet here in the back of the truck, and then you've got little Denali at the end. And then you already have the bed liner, which is just a really nice little touch. Payload capacity on this truck's about 1,300 pounds. Coming over to the 3500, notice that everything here is the same in the bed pretty much down. Well, obviously that's the hookups for the whole like fifth wheel setup, but you still get a power outlet, still get Denali at the end. However, payload is about 3,700 pounds here with the heavy duty, so quite a bit more from a payload perspective. Now let's go over the rest of the beds with both of these trucks. So notice that these both have the cool bed step system. So you've got the step right here, and then you've got the handle right there. Same exact setup over on the heavy duty. Now the weight capacity on both of them is 375 pounds. And again, 375 pounds for this one as well. Now let's finish things up in the rear of both the trucks. So starting over here with the 1500 series trucks, you get all the regular badging here. You got little squished exhaust tips there at the bottom, parking sensors all along the back, and then you've got little bed step right there. So you've got like the bed step, and then you've got the tailgate step, which is pretty cool. Now in terms of the towing capacity, if you do a fifth wheel, it's about 6,500 pounds. If you do a conventional tow, then it's about 8,800 pounds for the towing capacity with this truck. Now coming over here to the heavy duty, notice that the taillights pretty similar. You still get the bed step on the side, still get parking sensors all across the back, and then you've got like one massive exhaust tip here in the rear. Now, conventional towing on this is about 20,000 pounds, and then fifth wheel is just over 21,000 pounds for the heavy duty. So let's go over the rear door panels of both the trucks. Starting over here with the 1500 series truck, you've got the soft touch all along the door with a really nice wood trim, and then you've got little door handles as well. And then you do have the power steps. And if you're wondering how those work, you can see I can shut the door. It'll take just a second, and then they'll pop away. And then when I open the door, they pop open quite a bit quicker compared to when they like go back into the truck. Pretty interesting. But let's actually pop into the 1500 series. So stepping in, it's really easy to get in with those side steps. If you're running them 5'11", I've got a good amount of headroom, and then legroom is solid as well. So you've got a couple cup holders back here, heated seats, got a little charging area as well with some USBs and a 12 volt. And then you can see we've got some more cup holders right here. And then looking at the seats themselves, you can see pretty nice with all the soft touch. And then you do get a little seat cubby, which, yeah, been here for a while. And then you can see you've got storage just underneath the seat, and geez, that thing popped right down. My bad. But let's actually pop out of the 1500 series truck. So it's pretty easy to get back out as well. And then coming over here to the HD, we can pop the door panel open just a little bit more. You can see you've got soft touch all along. You've got really nice wood trim as well. But again, fixed side steps with this one. However, it's just as easy to pop in. So with those steps, it makes getting in and out really easy. Again, headroom and legroom feels about the same between both the trucks, to be honest. You can see you've got some cup holders there. Couple heated seat controls, same setup with the USBs and the 12 volt. And then opening this up, more cup holders, and you still get the behind the seat storage with this as well. And here's the front door panel in the 1500 series truck. So again, you've got more of that soft touch here with the stitching all across and the wood trim just down below. All of your window controls, your memory seat adjustments as well, and then your mirror adjustments just right there in that little area. And then we can see we've got the Denali here at the top of the seat with all of the soft touch all over the seats with the stitching all throughout. The bolsters are actually really nice on these seats. Got the adjustments there on the side of the seat, and then it says Denali just down below. There's your pedal layout at the bottom, and then you got the little parking brake right here, and then you can see you've got the light controls just up above, your fog lights, your cargo light, and then over here is the drive line select. So you've got your auto, your 2-wheel high, your 4-wheel high, and then your 4-wheel low, and then you've got the trailer tow mode, and then you have the drive modes on the other side. And there's one more look at the 1500 series truck before we pop in. Now let's quickly go over the interior of the 1500 series truck. You've got the Denali logo there in the center. You've got soft touch all around the steering wheel, and then you've got darker stitching on the inside part of the steering wheel. You've got your voice command, phone controls for the center stack, and you can see you've got your cruise control over here with your collision assistance, and then your heated steering wheel control. Radio controls are on the back of the steering wheel, and then you do have a column shifter with your plus and minus to select the gears yourself. You got little stock for the windshield wipers and the turn signal. And then coming here into the center screen, you've got analog gauges on either side, but then you do have that screen right there in the center where you can scroll through some menus. So you've got your home screen, your information tab, and then you got your music tab, navigation, phone control, and then your settings tab as well, all on that center screen. And then remember that drive mode select, so you've got the tow mode, and on the other side, you've got the normal, sport, and then the off-road mode. We'll compare these drive modes to what the heavy duty has in just a moment. And then coming over to the infotainment system itself, you can see response time so far really good on the infotainment system. My favorite part is the camera system on these trucks. So you can see you've got amazing quality with the resolution on the camera, but it literally just shows absolutely everything around the truck. And again, we'll kind of compare this to what the HD truck has. But yeah, super solid, and it's cool. This is a 1500 series truck, and it has a cargo camera, which yes, you can zoom in on the bed, and then you can zoom in with the receiver hitch as well. But yeah, overall, really solid infotainment system, and you do get Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Sorry, the plastic got in the way, so I give up because I'm not going to take off the plastic. Analog controls just down below. Got our analog climate controls in that little area, and then you can see you've got your ventilated seats and your heated seat controls on top of that. And then you've got a bunch of controls over here. So these are actually for the side steps. If you want to see more on this, then go watch my review on this truck, not the comparison video that you're watching right now. And then you got your hill descent control. You have this for the power outlets, and then you got your stability control with the hazard lights. This drops down the tailgate, your auto stop start parking sensors, and then your lane departure assistance. Trailer brakes are integrated down in this little area, and then you can see you've got a bunch of little areas where you can charge devices. Wireless phone charging. And then over here, we've got a couple cup holders. We've got the full center console. We've got nice perforations there at the top of it. And then opening it up, you can see storage space is really good. A couple of USBs and an auxiliary. And then coming over to the glove box, pretty straightforward with the glove box. Notice there's soft touch all around the glove box itself. And then finishing things up with the 1500 series truck, notice we get a full sunroof. And then you've got your universal garage door openers. This is for the power rear sliding window in the back. Sunroof controls are on either side. And yes, it does have the really cool camera mirror. You just have to flip the tab and it'll turn that on. Obviously you get unimpeded visibility because of that. Here's the door panel at the front of the 3500. So again, you've got more of that soft touch and the stitching all across the door panel, the really nice wood trim, and then you've got the signature like tubular door handle, memory seat controls, all of your mirror controls, and by the way, you do have a little mirror extension, so that'll pop the mirrors out with the 3500. Pretty cool little control with that. And then coming over to the seats here at the front, again, you've got the Denali embroidery, and then you've got the full dark seats, which again, the bolsters on them are very nice to the touch. The adjustments there on the side of the seat, still get the Denali plaque, to the pedal layout, and then we've got the parking brake right over here, light controls, fog lights, cargo light, and then your drive mode select with your tow mode select as well. And then you've got your auto, your 2-wheel high, your 4-wheel high, and then your 4-wheel low. And there's one more look before we pop into the 3500. With the 3500, I'm going to go over things a lot quicker because I'm just going to kind of focus on the stuff that's different between both of the trucks. So from a steering wheel perspective, everything is the same, even down to the column shifter, just all of it's the same, so we're not going to go on that. And then here in the center screen, this is all the same. The only difference is with the drive modes, you don't have a sport mode, you just have a normal and an off-road mode, and that is it. You do lose the sport mode with this truck. And then coming over here to the center screen, everything in the center screen is completely identical, even with the whole camera system setup. It has just as many views as a 1500. The only difference with the camera system is you have an HD truck instead of a 1500 series truck for your little picture with that. And then in this whole area, notice that most of the controls are the same. The only difference is the hill descent control button's a little bit bigger because this one doesn't have the side step button that you can adjust the side steps with. And then it has a diesel exhaust brake button that the 1500 series truck did not have. And then all these controls here, look at this. It's all the same with both of the trucks, pretty much like a spitting image. And then coming over to the glove boxes, you can see all of that is the same with both the trucks, even everything on the dash as well. And then coming up here to the top, same setup with the sunroof. You get the same controls all in this little area, and then yes, this also does have a camera mirror, so all of that stays the same. Now let's quickly go over pricing on both of the trucks. So the 3500 Denali stickers for about $80,000 before any type of market adjustment, and then the 1500 series Denali stickers for about $68,000 before any type of market adjustment. Now obviously we do have to pick a winner for today's video, so let's quickly go over the highs and the lows of both the trucks. So from an exterior aesthetic perspective, I think they're both really good looking trucks. This truck's a little bit boxier compared to the 1500 series truck. I just love how massive and imposing it is, but I do think the 1500 series truck in general, from a proportion standpoint, looks just a little bit nicer. The interior is completely identical. From a performance standpoint, obviously the heavy duty beats it out, has more power, more torque, bigger engine, higher payload, higher towing capacity, so everything's better from that perspective. And so really the question you have to ask yourself, is the heavy duty worth $12,000 more? And it really just depends on what you're going to use the truck for. So if you are not going to tow with the truck whatsoever, the 1500 series truck wins. If you are going to tow with the truck, then you should get the heavy duty because of the higher payload and because of the higher towing capacity, so you're not going to be stressing out the engine of the truck so much. And so instead of picking like a real winner for today's video, I'm going to put it at a tie depending on what you use the truck for. But I want you guys to let me know which one you choose. That's going to sum things up for our video comparing this 3500 Denali to this 1500 Denali, both with the Duramaxes, just different Duramaxes. But again, a huge shout out and thank you to National GMC for giving me some time with both the trucks. Check out their inventory in the link below. I'll see all of you in the next video.